All right, we're recording. You know, Lars, we have this video we're going to watch about
Yep.
the Democrat Socialists of America.
Yep.
I think this is one of the reasons why the world is the way it is right now. It's because of people like this.
Why we can't have nice things.
Well, part of it is I don't really blame them for being that way, but I just want to know, how did they get that way?
How they get so far gone.
Yeah, we gotta.
Jazz hands.
Rave hands. So we do clapping when you're in the Democrat Socialists of America.
Yep.
This poor lady. I don't know who volunteered her to be the one, but we're gonna watch this video. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
If you're standing up, could you please sit down and get into a seat so that so there aren't so many people moving around? And then let me consult the people who are counting. So everyone who is not a counter, take a seat. Take a seat. Everyone on the walls, take a seat so that we can count. When there's so many people moving around, it's very difficult to count. Right.
Well, let me stop right here. How many people do you think are actually there?
We haven't even seen the floor.
Before you even see the floor, how many people you actually think are there?
Okay, half full. Half full.
Half full?
Yep.
I'm gonna say like 40%, maybe 35%.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege. Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
You know, I think we should start doing that. Point of personal privilege whenever we start recording.
I can't even say that with a straight face.
Point of personal privilege.
And
sensory overload.
Comrade, I was like, okay, that gave me sensory overload. I was like, no, not doing that.
Point of personal privilege.
Ugh.
We're gonna do that with Frank. Point of personal privilege.
You do that at your own peril. Ugh.
Sensory overload right now with this national convention. And mind you, this process has only gotten worse. You want to the video?
Yeah, because it says 2019 highlights. Oh, we got a highlight reel.
These are the highlights. It's the best parts.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay.
We have a lot of disabled comrades, and a lot of those are invisible disability. First of all, in this room, I see that no one's clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this. And that's really important, because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reducing that, that's really important. So please don't clap, shoot up these. And additionally with the noise issue, like avoid hissing, avoid waving banners, right? You don't know what to do, show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's going to hurt somebody else.
Point of personal Lars. We just saw how many people were there.
Yeah.
What did you think? Huh?
Mostly full. I saw it was mostly full.
It's a national convention. It should be full, right?
It should be. Should be packed.
We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options of these, right? On 7, there's one that has video but no sound. If you still want to be able to observe the convention, but the sound is an issue. There's also on Piedmont 8, a completely quiet room. One thing to note there, please don't go into that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right? Because that's going to be difficult for people. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes. We're almost there. Just
Don't talk to me because I'm a MAGA and I'm in law enforcement.
Don't
Can
worry,
you
they will leave
imagine?
you alone.
Bro, can you imagine seeing that shit in real life? Like walking in, like, and then you hear these people like, don't talk to cops until you need them.
Yep.
And then it's okay. But until then, you can't do it. Oh, did they vote for Trump? They're dead. They're dead to you.
Yep. Like, I know these are like the far 1%. I'm just like, how do you get so far gone? Like that dude looks like a perfectly normal dude.
I mean, he
What
looks like
happened?
really excited. Like he should be doing something with his hands. Other than that.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that face. That's a face that's like,
He's like way
he's
too
probably a
pleased to
school
be there.
teacher. He's probably a school teacher or something.
Wow, don't say that. He probably is.
but thank you.
Point of privilege once again. Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him. I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload. And that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. Like, the Be Comradely isn't just for like, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay?
After that, we're going to go through adopting the rules. So with that, everyone, we're going to start voting. So let's take a deep breath. Great. And so I'm going to welcome Brian to give the credentials report.
Hi, everybody. Brian Laverne, he, him from Houston.
And now we're going to move on to the resolutions.
Very brief point of information. If you are using a microphone, talk into it directly like I am right now, and do not wave your face back and forth because people cannot hear you. That is all.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for the pointers.
Point of personal privilege, Lars.
Like, I'm curious to see. I know they're just showing us, I don't know, the ancillary stuff. I want to see what they're actually discussing. Like they're skipping over like what they came there to talk about.
I mean, this is what, like, we've only been gone into like 3 minutes of it. I mean, it's just fucking.
Well, see what they actually talk about.
Oh my god. Can you imagine if we identified each other as him, her, or he, she's, or them, theys? It's like, hey, Planet Texas, he, him. That's what I identify. Or what if I identified as Sexy Beast? What do you think they would answer that? They would follow that one.
I don't know.
Yes. Could someone please run a mic to the comrade in the jean jacket, of which there are many?
I simply had a question.
Thank you. We are debating the amendment to the committee report, and that amendment is to swap 6 of the the amendment is to take 6 different delegates to recognize 6 different delegates from East Bay from what the committee report says. Great.
Point of clarification here on what we're actually.
Could you get to the mic, please?
So point of clarification in that the chair gave a report. There was a verbal second from the audience on the report of which was given. And then there was a motion for an amendment to that. What are we actually talking about at this point? And then what is the vote going to be?
Thank you.
We need to be very clear about what we are trying to do. It is important.
So in voting yes, are we voting to
Yes. Yeah. So voting yes.
uphold the delegates?
No. So voting yes means that you want the substitute 6 delegates to be seated instead of the delegation that is outlined in the credentials committee report.
Thank you.
Does that make sense? No.
So if you agree with what the report recommended, then you should. I'm just asking. I'm trying to understand what.
Voting yes.
Did you see those, Lars?
All the jazz hands.
The answer is they haven't even got to the fucking ask question yet. They haven't even got to the goddamn question yet of what it is that you're trying to find. This is all just the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, the introductions and the recognizing delegates and
They haven't even gone to discussing whatever they're trying to discuss.
how long does the meeting usually last? I would laugh if it was like all day and they didn't get anything done.
This is just clips, by the way. It's just 12 minutes. It's literally just the highlights.
Suffer through.
Can you imagine how long it really went for?
This is like after a lunch break. They've already been there for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes means that you are supporting the challenge to the East Bay delegation.
Point of privilege. Can I reiterate that we, for the sake of our comrades who have sensory issues, refrain from hissing, loudly shouting out your opinion on a vote, or waving banners and signs that reflect your vote in front of people?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so now is there any further debate on the credentials committee report?
Point.
Hold on. Point of order. Yep.
Thank you. So
sorry, what's your name? And
my name is Trey. I use they, them, and he, him pronouns. I'm from Memphis. Thank you for asking. Nice to meet you. Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
I had a question. So Nick, Jack, what is his name? Or what is his name? Nick J. They were elected as an at-large delegate before they resigned. Is that correct? No? Okay, then never mind.
Now we are going to
Point of information, could you please let us know how many delegates there are?
anyone know that? Hold on 1 second. Do you know that? I believe 1,057.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Andy P. From Los Angeles, they, them pronouns. Could I please ask the chair to, again, there was a previous point of privilege about waving around signs, that it is distracting to other comrades. I have autism. This is distracting to me. I would like to ask our fellow delegates, please, to not wave around your signs, especially during voting. Thank you.
Yes. Please do not wave around your signs. Thank you.
Point of privilege. Point of privilege. Lars, do you see any signs anywhere?
No, not being waving around the front, but I don't know what's going on in the back of the back of the auditorium. And I don't see 1,057 people in that room.
I don't. I see like maybe 100, 200 people in that room. Can you imagine being that chick trying to organize this? Or excuse me, can you imagine being that she, her pronoun?
I can't.
Point of like gender or whatever it is they call it.
I couldn't imagine. Now I see the signs that they're shown, but I don't even know what those signs say. I don't know if we can find one of those signs and pull it up.
Yeah, we need to find these signs that they're talking about because, as far as I'm aware, those things are non-existent, and that guy's just there to make noise. Like, can you imagine spending a whole weekend going through this?
Nope.
This has to be like some paint dry. Oh, that would drive me crazy.
Madam Chair, at this point, we're waiting for the vote to be created. When it's ready, I'll let you know, and there will be a URL projected on the screen, and you will be able to put that in either to your phone, your laptop, or you can go use one of the iPads that we have ready.
Thank you, Chair. Nick, he, him, his from Twin Cities. This is on behalf of a delegate who's currently in the remote room. They say that it is very hard to see the screens and cannot get a URL.
Rebecca, are you ready to share what's going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we've hit the Obavert server too hard, and I'm gonna go call Jeff.
Point of information then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm old school, folks, and it's probably some technical problem that we can't solve. So my point of information is really a question. Is it possible that we do this the old-fashioned way and have the yeses on one side of the room and noes on the other? Would that be possible for the chair to do?
I would suggest not doing that because there's going to be a little bit too much motion. I'm going to take a hand count right now, and hopefully this online voting system will work soon. When a counter has gone around and confirmed, like nodded at you, and the delegate who brought clickers, you can lower your hand. But only when the person who's like counting has like verbally or confirmed with their body language that they've counted your vote. Point of personal privilege, please. Yes, what's your personal privilege?
Hi, so I know that this is kind of annoying. I know it's taking a while, but we want this to be done right. We are a democratic organization. We want to do this right. I myself watched some of the counters not count some of the votes. And it may have been a mistake, but maybe we need to do this a different way.
Okay, everyone, by a vote, all the counting has happened. By a vote of 523 to 443, that passes. And so we will, sorry, if we could respect our comrades.
I'm rising to speak against this amendment to the rules as it would inhibit the democracy that is inherent to our organization. If you look at it, most of the time that has been wasted in this body was not wasted on debate. It was wasted in vote after vote after vote and voting on whether we're going to vote on voting. It is ridiculous, and this resolution would not save us any time.
When we're raising our placards, when we transition between the votes, can we slow down a little bit because it's starting to get confusing for people? Thank you.
Totally. Yep.
It would have to be after the.
Sorry, that's a
point of personal privilege.
At least he spoke some truth. All we did was vote on voting on voting.
They haven't even started the convention yet.
By hand.
They haven't even started the convention yet.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like, can you imagine going out to the real world and just fucking this up like this in like any reasonable job? Like, I wonder what half these people's jobs are.
I would be, I would be curious.
I mean, like, if they even have jobs, like, it's just like, it's incredible. The sensory overload. Like, can you imagine actually just doing the simplest things like mowing a yard, washing a car, cleaning a car, making food? Like, these are like the simplest, the bare minimum of like functioning is wake up, have some kind of like thing you have to do for the day, and then come home. Like, these people can't even do that apparently.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it makes me wonder where the hell we're going watching videos like this.
I don't know. Like I said, I like hope. I don't even know what to say. Like I said, these. I'm just hoping that there's a large group of people in the middle, like you and me, that are all just like, "What are y'all doing? Both of y'all, stop it."
I wonder what that group of people in there are just like, where the hell did we go? Why are we even here?
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine how much time really passed and for them to get to this conclusion?
Yeah. Like I said, this video is
like,
only 12 minutes, but God, it feels like 12
mm,
hours.
it's probably been like a good hour or two.
Yep.
Point of debate. That's not actually.
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
No, that's out of order. Sorry, we've ended debate. Okay, so now we're going to vote.
I have a point of order.
So voting yes would be to make it. Hold on, could I just get through my sentence, please? Okay, so all those in favor of. We already said that that's July 2018. Okay, so
what happens if there's conflicting amendments? So I feel like we don't know is not an acceptable answer, but that's a point of debate. I know.
Yeah, that's a point of debate. Okay, but all those in favor
Point of inquiry?
Yeah, what's your point of inquiry?
As it stands, this is Daniel Ray from Piedmont. He, him pronouns. As it stands right now, can we make amendments to resolutions and constitutional bylaws? Okay, thank you.
Okay, so all those in favor of adopting the convention rules, please raise your placards. All those opposed? That passes. We now have convention rules. Okay, awesome. And now we are going to move into, hold on one second. Okay, so we are a bit behind schedule.
A bit.
Yep.
And that was just to set the rules on how the convention was going to play out.